Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. When we left off, we had gone through most of the rest of the Black Omen, had beaten up on the mutants that were left in the dungeon, and now, when we come back in, we actually are most of the way through the Black Omen. We've only got a little bit to go, so let's, go forward and see what we can find. Okay, let's see, you can go ahead and go in here, and I think I'm pretty much going to hang on to the party I have, at least for now, anyway. Magus is really close to getting his last tech, Dark Matter, but I think I'll just leave him here for now, because I want to wait until I maybe get into a random battle. I think there's 1 or 2 more random battles before we get into the real meat of this. So I'm going to go ahead and keep things as they are, and let's see what we have up here. More flashy lights and a time gate? Huh. And, oh boy, a lava spawn. Yay, as though we didn't deal with enough of those on Death Peak. Now, if you happen to not have fought this on Death Peak, then the strategy is basically go after the head, do not attack the shell, do not attack the shell, do not attack the shell. Because if you do, then you are in a world of hurt. Now, of course, have Ayla on stealing duty. And let's see, yeah, she grabs a haste helm from the head. Now, you can also get a safe helm from the shell, but since any attacks on the shell are counterattacked with a super duper needle attack, I'm not really going to do that. If you need a safe helm that badly, then go for it. But we've already got one, and I don't really see the need to grab another one. So in essence, really, the whole deal with this fight is try to keep your health up, because some of the things that he can do, and the destruction zone is decent damage, the needle spawn, of course, is going to be more. It can get you down in a bit of a hurry if you're not careful. All right, let's see. I think triple kick should do a pretty good amount, and it's one of the few techs that we can use that's going to be just a single entity, not both of them. Oh yes, that did quite nicely actually. I'm going to stick with just regular attacks from Chrono because, I mean, the souped up rainbow sword is pretty darn good already. See, it's hitting about 1,000 a pop, and especially with all the counterattacks, it's just utterly insane. And I'm basically going to stick with the souped up Massamy with Frog as well, because, well, never mind. Battle over. Victory! And Ayla levels, nice. Alrighty, I guess that's pretty much that. Alright, move on a little bit further. And I am going to go ahead and switch Magus into the party at this point because we've got a random battle coming up and I want to be able to get him some of that tech points that he's been needing so desperately for his final tech that he needs. So let me go ahead and get him healed up here because he needs it. We all need it to some extent. Okay, and charm is, yeah, alright. Alrighty. Alright, good. So now we're pretty much good to go, and let's see about fighting these panels here. Okay, you see there were, in fact, 5 of those panels there, and it got Magus most of the way to where he was needing to go. He needs another about 50 tech points. I can get those a little bit later, when we go into, well, start making our way in toward the final battle. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and switch Frog back into the party because he's my main man as far as all that goes. And then let's go ahead and get these guys ready because we've got, well, let's just say the battles that are coming are going to be pretty interesting. Alrighty, so let's get ourselves, yeah, okay. Alrighty, and let's see what we have in front of us. We have Chrono, and Marley, and Lucia, and Robo, and Frog, and oh, wow, that's kind of scary, actually. Now, one thing I do want to talk about before we move on to what's coming next is I had mentioned a little bit before that I had a theory in regards to what might happen with these items in terms of how you should go about using them. I actually was mistaken on that idea because I was banking on the notion that when you go through a New Game Plus, which is what we're going for, you bring your items with you, which is true. But I was working under the assumption that you could use these items to improve your characters and then get them back in a New Game Plus, which was the mistaken notion. So whenever we get a little bit later on toward the very end, I'll go ahead and use those and spread them around appropriately. But for now, I'm going to hang on to them for a bit just so that we can use them when the time is right. All right, so what do we have here? We have a broken mammon machine, it looks like, and Queen Zeal. Hello, Queen Zeal. Behold, my pretties, destiny in its most brutal form. All the dreams that might have been, all the happiness and sorrow you might have experienced. Gone forever. For you, there will be no tomorrow. The Dark Omen transcends time and space, waiting for Lavos to awaken. Destiny has led you here, and here you shall rest forever, unless you can defeat me and smash the Omen. Oh, hey, I think we're up for the challenge. Come, dear friends, perhaps I can persuade Lavos to share his dreams with you. Did I say dreams? I meant his eternal nightmare. Alright, hello Queen Zeal. Now, Zeal loves to milk that attack, Halation. Drags all of your HP down to 1, and it really royally stinks. But it also provides a good opportunity to use Dino Tail to smash her to bits. And boy, look at that, wow. But I'm not going to let her potentially wipe the party with one strike, so I don't particularly like using that much. As she gives Frog a big, magic sapping kiss? Who knows? So keep an eye on your HP, especially because she's going to lean on that Halation attack a lot in this battle. But if you can steal from her, you can get everything taken care of as far as that goes, you shouldn't be in too dire of straits. Alright, let's see. Okay, Halation, and I just happen to have Frog Squash ready to go, so wahaha. So, hey, if you've got Frog and Ayla in your party, this could in essence be a perfect opportunity because you can use their attacks back to back like I'm about to do, and then have Chrono ready to hit them with the Mega Elixir to bring them back up. Now, if you haven't gotten a lot of Mega Elixirs, well, okay, not necessary. Ah, my powers don't seem to work here. Wait, I'll simply toss you into the Mammon Machine. You'll be one with the Omen, Lavos, and me! Oh boy, that's not good. And this could mean some serious trouble because I couldn't get myself healed back up in time, so we might have some issues here. Come on. Okay, good. Yes! Alright, now you may have noticed that message that the Mammon Machine modifies all energy. Attack used to increase defense. Now you can hit him with the Mass Immune, and it actually will heal Frog, but it's not going to heal him terribly much, so don't bank on it a whole lot. What you'll want to do more of is magical attacks, because the magic attacks you'll see will hit him harder, and it does increase his attack power, but the rate of return on magic attacks is much better than the rate of return on physical attacks. Now, once he does release that stored energy, I guess, once it releases that stored energy, then it's fair game to hit him again with some of your regular attacks. But the rate of return is better on magical attacks, so you'll want to stick with that primarily. And that's, in essence, the route that I'm going to take with most of this. Of course, Ayla is kind of left out of that ballpark. Okay, now when it stands still, in essence, it's fair game to try to keep hitting him, and he's not going to try to retaliate. Unless he does that. Okay, that's not a retaliation so much as it is a singular attack. Okay. Yeah, Luminaire should hit pretty well as it has before. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these magic attacks you see are going to keep doing the same damage pretty much because you're not hitting him physically, you're not increasing his defense. So just keep on spamming the magic attacks as you can and try to keep up in regards obviously to healing and things like that. And I'm going to give Chrono some more magic here to keep things going. I don't recall, when I played this last time, I don't recall the Mammon Machine being terribly difficult. But it does get a little harder when you get into the modification stage. He hadn't been doing that when he said it was standing still. But when he starts modifying the energy, then you're going to begin venturing into a little bit riskier territory if you overload on especially physical attacks in terms of increasing his defense. Let's see, where does he stand right now in regards to that? Oh, okay, he was normal at that point, so I'll lay a couple of physical attacks on his doorstep and then get back to spamming Luminaire to death. Okay, I think we should have him pretty close to death's door at this point, although he's obviously not quite there just yet. Okay, release the energy so I can attack again with Ayla, I believe. And yeah, I took a little bit of a bigger chunk out of my health. Now, you'll want to make sure to try to keep your health up for obvious reasons, of course, but also because we've beaten up Zeal, and now we're whooping up on the Mammon Machine, but we're still not done yet. So, alright, my health's in decent position. And now, okay, let's see what we've got ahead of us. Wow, okay, rather spooky. Wonder where we are. Holy crap, we're on top of the Black Omen. Wowee, that's quite a view. Ugh. And, okay, more shiny lights and bouncy lights and tab lights, and it's Zeal again. You cretins. I plan to live with Lavos and control the universe forever. You will not get in my way. Indulge in such regrets in the next life. Yeah, you've been busting our chops and yakking at us the whole time. It's time for some vengeance, lady. Welcome to Zeal again. Okay, now, you see Zeal again, and you see 3 targets. Now, I'm going to end up stealing from all 3 of them, but by and large, in regards to who you want to attack, you do not want to aggressively go after either of the hands. Why? Well, for one, they have almost perfect defense, so you're not really going to be able to do much of anything anyway. And secondly, when you attack the hands, they have pretty nasty counterattacks, suffice to say. So do not have your characters attacking anybody except the head, unless it's Ayla trying to steal stuff. Now you notice all 3 of them are attacking you, and if you end up attacking them on a counterattack, they're not going to counterattack a counterattack, which is nice. But if you do attack them independently, you're probably going to find yourself in a little bit of trouble. So, in essence, if you're going to use any techs, again, do not use full party techs because it's going to cause some pretty major issues, unless, obviously, you're talking healing techs, then of course use heal with Frog and what have you. That's mostly what I'm going to have Frog doing, in fact, is being on healing detail. A bit of a shame for he of the magical mass immune, but oh well. One other thing I will note, if you're watching this playthrough and not playing through the game, or if you're playing through and maybe you're a little bit behind or what have you, if you want to, this is actually the third opportunity to get Magus' music in the game. Now, we've done it twice before with, obviously, the first battle against Magus, and then the optional battle against Magus after the fall of the Ocean Palace. I showed that to you, but I didn't ultimately go down that path. If you don't go down that path yourself, then you can have Magus come along in your party here, and if you do that, then he'll do some talking prior to the beginning of the battle, and then it will actually play Magus' music during this battle. But I, of course, came in with the party that I have, so we'll go from there. Now you notice I stole the prism dress and a prism helm from Zeal's component parts during this battle, and that's why I mentioned you want to steal stuff from both the head and the two hands. Otherwise, unless, again, it's a counterattack, don't go after the hands because it's pretty much pointless. Let's see, let me give Ayla some of her magic back since it was all stolen from her. And now, alright, triple Kiki. There we go. It's a little tough with some of these titles to make sure that you're actually attacking the right part of the body. There we go, good. Now we've got Ayla in the damage dealing game. Ah, crap. See, she's still using that stupid halation attack. But this time, do not use Dino Tail or anything like that, because if you do, then you're going to be in a world of trouble because you're going to get counterattacks from both of those hands. So just keep on, in essence, ignore the halation, ignore all the extra crap that she's trying to give you, and just go at it, proceed as normal, and you should come out okay. Especially given that we are a little bit higher level than you generally would be if you played straight through and maybe tried to skip some of the encounters on the map or what have you. So there shouldn't really be too many problems on our end. I don't think we'll do too badly. Nah, I'll just stick to good old-fashioned mass immune with Frog, I think. Now, you see some of the other attacks that they're throwing out, the lightnings and the lasers that they've shot at us. None of them have been terribly bad, and it's you know, we can deal with that. That's as long as she doesn't hit us with halation all the time, we're okay. And especially with Ayla doing those crits there. All right, there we go. That is the end of Zeal. Or at least us fighting Zeal anyway. How dare you insects come after me? Oh, almighty Lavos, lend me your power. Oh, crap, I think it actually worked. Did it work? Well, I don't know. I mean, glowy blue circles are usually not good. Her laughing is not good either. Wahaha. At last, Lavos awakens! Aw, crap. Compared with him, you are like germs, but I shall attain immortality. Okay, it said obtain, but I like my word better. And okay, there goes the Black Omen. I hope we're not going along with it. Guess we aren't. Okay, and hello, Lavos. Okay. Lavos enters attack mode. Okay, I'm going to fight off this let's see. I think actually we can, yeah, we can leave it here before we fight this first version of Lavos. So in the interest of keeping everything together, I'm going to go ahead and close off the episode here. So on the next episode of Let's Play Chrono Trigger, we're gonna fight off Lavos. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all later.